guys, Crew Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with The Flash. Aaron, last week on The Flash, what happened?
Reverse Flash. And there was Weather Witch and car.
Very good. What? What was the car?
Car with the little buttons.
Oh yeah, the Batmobile with emojis.
Wayne Tech.
Yeah, Wayne Tech. Yeah, that was that. We got maybe like a new Rogues team forming. Yeah. We were talking a lot about second chances and if we should get them, if we should give them, and if they're deserved. Mm-hmm. Does Reverse Flash deserve it?
Yes. He's been through a lot.
That was
he
the
was
subject
split into pieces and attacked by a black Flash. And I'm going to spend the whole time just slightly looking off the camera.
Which side?
To the blue side.
I'll look to that side. All right, well, let's check out the poll from last week, Aaron.
Well, the poll we had was, do you think it's possible for the Reverse Flash to be redeemed? I
said no.
Well, 71% said no. 28% said yes.
Oh, okay, so not very split.
No, not really.
There's some people out there. I'd like to hear what they have to say.
Do you mind if we just looked the entire time? Like, we don't look directly at the camera. Just, like, there's something more interesting right over there.
Yeah, it'd be like when Melanie's constantly going, talking.
Allison said, yes, I've always believed that everyone deserves a second chance.
Yep.
Sometimes people need many. But it's all about the choices people make in the present, not the choices they made in the past.
I agree that it's about choices people make, but regardless of time, except the future.
So what she said. John says, my gut instinct says no, but I think it would be interesting storytelling to have some sort of redemption for Vaughn.
Yeah.
Chief Joe, it could be possible, but it could,
Read, Aaron.
I'm gonna say could. It could be possible, but it could end up like him having Barry on the ground and about to kill him, and Nora comes in to stop him by talking to him. Or he could just be using him.
Like that?
No.
Okay.
Not like that. Diego says, my body says yes. My heart says no.
My body is telling me yes. What, this heart, what? My heart is saying no. I don't know. It sounds like a song. Are you singing to yourself?
Yeah, it's something telling me no, but my body!
Yeah.
My body is telling me yeah. Is that Usher? Or...
No, I think it's George Strait.
No. Probably Shooty McIverson.
Tell me, yeah. Shooty McIverson. You'll get that when you see our Punisher Season 2, Episode 1 reaction. Which
here
you
we
spoiled.
Go. Here's some good information right here.
Okay.
From Barry Allen. Says no! Ebot Thawne has always said how much he has hate. For Barry. So much hate he killed his mother. Plotted a plan that took years of patience, even after Eobard's saying in Season 1 that he knows how Henry and Joe feel to look upon Barry with pride. He still continues his plan. He has always shown he hates Barry, and I don't think he can be redeemed or changed.
Why?
He will always have another plan up his sleeve.
Because I hate you. Yeah. Well, we don't know where this Thawne that's talking to Nora's from. Maybe he's past and beyond and future. I mean, he's straight from Earth 1. I'm assuming he's the same one that came from the Nazi Earth. Maybe. Nope, don't do that. I'm taking it out of context, and that's now a GIF.
Huh?
You don't want that to happen.
Gifts?
Yeah.
Like Christmas?
You could be doing, you could just be doing anything. You could just be, I'm fucking milking some cows and shit, and people will take it out of context and make gifts out of it.
That's how you milk a cow? I mean, you're a farmer, so I believe you.
I mean, I try not to point it towards my face. I try to point it over my head to hit the bucket that's on my back. Sometimes it's a third eye.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me what's possible.
He's a little over the top. Isn't he?
I don't know. It's just his voice. He's
No.
He's having trouble breathing to begin with. He's stabbed in the lung.
He's so different in other stuff I've seen him in.
That should do it.
Uh-oh, no more powers. Does that mean his snake eye is gone?
I don't know. Oh! Bork, no!
Come on, use your eyeball thing.
He can't, Aaron.
How? How does that... What? It's like an arm. He just doesn't have an arm usage now?
Huh? Bork!
Bork, not strong.
Bork, no!
Why am I rooting for Bork?
has been killed by Cicada.
Right. So where the heck do we look?
I bet we're gonna find him right.
Along the crypto entry,
Oh, no.
Journal of
Wrong.
Nora West Island.
Wrong.
Trying to think if I recognize her.
Oh, fuck. Have we seen him out in the day like this?
I don't know.
He's got red pants. Red pants, Aaron. Huh. Throwing lightning at him, yes.
Freeze him to the wall.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh. We need to kill Frost. We need to
Damn
kill
it.
Frost back.
No one's paying attention. What? Why do you just keep shooting him?
Aaron.
Yeah, this is your fault.
Huh? Hey, Cutter?
Oh! Is your back fucked? How do you get the drop on two speedsters? It doesn't make sense here.
They were, one was looking that way and one was
Yeah,
looking the other way.
they do that a lot.
Her speed healing should kick in, but for now,
So it's just
keep
temporary.
monitoring her progress.
Okay, so they don't know when she would heal, but as long as her speed healing comes
They
back,
just gotta get
she
that out of her
should
system.
be able to.
Why can't I move my legs? Mom, I can't move my legs.
Nora.
Mom, why can't I move my legs?
Nora, look. You can't move your legs because Cicada broke your back.
I mean, since my last scan, your spinal axons have grown 5 millimeters.
Oh wow.
That's something, right?
It's progress. Maybe not quite the speed we were
Just
hoping.
wait to the end of the episode. It'll be okay.
If she's not, I'm gonna slap him.
Oh, what? What? Damn it, Killer Frost.
Hello, Norva.
Frost. Thank God it's you.
I hate this guy. I don't know why. He's just so weird.
Officer Jones. You alright?
What's wrong with Jones?
Never better.
He's the one that's killing Metas.
Huh?
He's the one spreading the information.
Yeah?
Well, she read his mind. You hear it?
Fucking Jonesy. I mean, I have a feeling that they're gonna do a convoy is gonna get attacked. Why can't Barry just run them all out right now?
That was
2
quite the
weeks.
speech back there.
What do I get, huh? A snake in my head and a psycho killer that wants me dead? That was the last time.
It's a hell of an origin story. What's your power?
I got a snake in my head.
Please, somebody is trying to kill you.
Someone's always trying to kill me. See you around, Flash.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
No speed.
What did you do to me?
Shauna, run.
Fuck, that's scary.
Barry can take this guy, can he?
No, he still has his powers and his strength and his fighting, and Barry doesn't have a chin strap.
Go,
Go.
No.
Power Rangers.
But this anger that you're feeling, I have felt it before.
From Cicada.
From Cicada.
Yeah. He hurt his daughter.
Honey, if
Do
you
the same
let
thing.
this
Don't care.
rage
Bring 2 Uzis. He'll be dead.
They don't kill.
I can handle the rest.
Okay, so Flash could run them out. They could use a breach thing to get them out. But what are they gonna do, Aaron?
A trap.
Shoot our toes.
They get them to believe.
Yay, Nora.
Quoi? More investigating Nora.
It was good that you saw that.
Maybe I'm investigating Nora a little bit.
A little bit.
Did you tip them off?
Jones.
Fucking
I
Jonesy.
swear. A contact of mine with the feds says they're being picked up and put into protective custody. Tonight.
So it's a trick, because she knows that he knows, so she's planning all this to trick him and catch Cicada with police.
Your ride's here.
They're taking a helicopter.
What the hell?
Uh-oh.
Their plan was a helicopter, Aaron.
Oh, Power powers are gone.
Jeez, all of them at once. Here, Uzi!
The chopper's not going to be able to land. Take everybody out the back and get them on it somehow. Come on.
Now they're spraying the trap, huh?
Someone's gonna have it.
No. He's mine.
What are you gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Why can't it land?
He's gonna. It has no feet. What do you mean, why can't it land?
Oh.
Remember?
They're all gonna film that helicopter?
Yeah, there's only like 5, 10. You 5's in fighting Cicada.
Yeah.
Okay.
They call me Killer Frost. Let me show you why.
Nice.
Oh, she. Can she fight though? What are you doing? Just spray him with ice? Blood. Meta blood. New meta blood. They needed that. No. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh no.
No, look out, sneaking the headman! They're out!
Dude, he helped get everyone
Yeah,
on
he
board
did.
though.
You saved me.
Done it again. Nope.
Frozen.
Fuck you.
Oh no. I don't like this.
Beam struggle.
Oh no.
He's got some powers.
Good.
Give him hell, Flash!
Ooh, if she can hold that.
Yeah.
I've never seen this kind of freeze from Barry's suit.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him.
Channeling over 2.86 billion joules of energy.
Whoa.
Ugh.
He's gonna kill him.
You're gonna hurt my daughter.
He's all zoomed right now. Is he?
Oh, jeez.
He better not fucking get away. Take him to prison. Wrap him in chains. Do something. You fucking with me.
Sorry.
You fucking with me.
No way.
If I was a speedster, I'd rule this world.
You would be Zoom. You would be evil. You would
And-
just kill
and-
everybody.
And I would be fine.
What do you
Nothing
mean?
bad would ever happen because I'd think this shit out.
Flash would beat you. What are you comparing it to?
As I suspected, this
Oh.
journal was done and
Some
contains
of it's
two different
done.
types of handwriting.
So, who?
He's gonna.
What a great shot! That was so good. I'm inspired.
Inspired.
How do we do that?
By saving his child.
Oh.
We need to wake up Grace.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Oh wait, what's this? What's that? What'd that mean?
This is Nathan.
What'd that mean? Flash!
Well, I generally liked a lot of parts of the episodes, but I had some big old problems with some of the ways they scripted the events of happening.
It's just a kid getting away.
Well, Cicada getting away, I mean, that just happens so often that it's like one of those things like, man, we need to stop letting people get away when we're doing shit over here, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things that's like, you know, Flash shouldn't be able to ever make mistakes. He should be able to think faster than people can move, right? He can go into Flash time anytime he wants. But that, you can't do much with that, you know? I get that. But like, you know, the first two things I'm thinking of, like, okay, we gotta get these people from point A to point B. How would we do that? Well, I mean, we've seen Flash get people out of buildings and take them to other places and stuff, and instantly, you know, let's say he takes 10 minutes and runs everybody to the safe spots, right? You could do that. If you're not gonna do it, I think you should give a reason why you don't do it. And then the other one is like, all right, well, let's get them out of the city by using the, you know, the portals or something like we just did. If you're not going to do that, give a reason why you don't do it, is what I would say. Because those are the two things that I immediately came up with, like in my head, and it's frustrating to not see them even addressed.
Yeah.
And they brought helicopters. You know? Mm-hmm. So that is one of the things where I'm just like, man, that really makes me frustrated. However, I really enjoyed the other parts, like...
Why'd they need a roadblock?
Huh?
Why'd they need roadblocks?
I don't know.
Didn't you say that we need roadblocks for our, like
a
transportation?
convoy, yeah.
I imagine more like what Black Lightning was doing last episode.
Yeah.
Like driving them.
I guess they just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get helicopters. That's the fastest way we can get these people out of here. Except for Barry. And a portal. My stomach. It's also upset.
I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with FBI. I don't know.
Sure, maybe. Maybe like... I can't think of much. But, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, oh, that makes me frustrated. However, I really liked seeing, like, murderous Barry's power. Like, no, I obviously don't want Barry to be a murderer.
Like,
the Uzi thing is just for fun, but...
It's like being a Jedi versus being a Sith, and like the dark, like, powers you do more evil, like, killing time.
But, like,
things.
you know, when he went crazy, like, he started having the constant lightning, just like Zoom used to, and then he did, like, he was going to do a lightning punch, which we've never seen anything like that before. We've seen them throw lightning and punch and stuff, but we've never seen him, like, charge up with
he had 3 lightning bolts worth of power in him.
Yeah. Like, is that just a result of Barry not holding himself back, right?
Yeah. He could have went back to the future 3 times.
Like, you know, one of the things in comics, right, is that Superman has been on Earth so much or so long that he's kind of depowered himself a bit because he's constantly holding himself back. But in the comics, when Supergirl showed up, she's actually stronger than him because she doesn't have that experience of always holding back, and it becomes like an ingrained thing. He just is like that, and he has to let his true potential out. It's kind of the same thing with Barry. Maybe Barry is always holding back enough where I'm not going to hurt somebody, I'm not going to kill somebody accidentally. And whenever he doesn't care and he just lets loose, that's what he could really be if he wanted to.
He really is the fastest man alive, but he holds back.
I mean, it might not even be speed, just like the application of the power with his fist.
Just like him having power, though, would come out with any other form of, whether it's speed or like a hit or...
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that Zoom or Reverse Flash versus Cicada... You know, there's going to be a lot more like through his chest and shit if they could. You know, they have there's a couple times now Barry has fought Cicada. And is this the first time he's fought him with his powers?
Yeah, I think so.
They got his dagger away in
whenever
the
they sent it away, it took a while for it to come back. And every time they beat him until the dagger gets back and then they can't.
Sure.
So it's like, hey, we got to stop the dagger, which I thought was the plan like last time they fought him.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, even this time it seemed like he was running faster because... usually whenever they do that slower time, you still see kind of like
a little bit of movement.
Going on, and he's just going faster.
Yeah.
You know, like the bullets going.
Yeah.
This time it was like he just was still.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's similar to the Flash Time episode, right? Which I absolutely loved that episode last season, but it is one of those like almost game-breaking things that it's like, we'll do that all the time, you know?
But it was like daunting on him, like he was like trying to hold it for as long as he could and do everything.
Like Jay couldn't do it for very long. Yeah.
And he was pulling people in and out of it and stuff. And...
So anyway, there's just there's things like that can get frustrating, but then there's stuff like, I mean, I felt like the performance of Nora when she was realizing that she was paralyzed. I mean, that was devastating.
It was sad. I was thinking like my kids don't have powers, but if like they just woke up and they're like, why can't I move my legs? Like I don't know what I'd say to that.
That's terrible.
Like, it'd be a terrible moment. And like I was just feeling like, you know, it's their daughter, but you know, it's a daughter from the future, so there's some different things here.
Yeah.
But still, like, she's looking at her daughter and she doesn't know how exactly. Like, she should heal, but we don't know. So.
But I mean, that performance. I mean, I really thought that elevated the episode, and then I absolutely loved the shot of Eobard Thawne's face looking through Sherlock as the second rider. Like, it's just a cool idea. Like, you know, Sherlock. I love the idea. He knows there is something up, and as the detective, that's his instinct. That's his power. He has to follow it.
Yeah.
No one is going to stop him from following it, and it's so ironic that it's the guy with the same face, but not a Wells. You know. But that shot was just so amazing. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, when they do that, it makes me almost hate the stuff I'm disliking more. Because I know you can do this shit. You know, just use that kind of creativity to solve these problems. You know. Instead of it, it's just kind of like, just don't think about it, The Flash.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you have a difference between, like, let's do a creative shot versus, like, let's have a creative writing thing, you know?
Yeah, I know, but
like,
you could do, I get you.
It's just different people running different things, and it's like, well, why did he get away? It's like, because Nora showed up, and he walked over to hug her.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just one of those things where it just feels lazier in some parts, and then other parts I feel like are fantastic, you know? Like, I hate having to understand when somebody's like, yeah, I like the Flash, but some of this shit's just stupid. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes. But other times I really enjoy it, which is why, we watch it on the channel. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's just like a couple parts about that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they addressed something and I missed it, or it's just like, Eric, fucker, they said 2 episodes ago, you gotta use helicopters. I don't know. That kind of thing has happened before, too. So, Bork
what'd you think of Bork Ponchron? Okay, Bork, good job. What'd you think of Novark?
Novark, yeah. I don't know if there's something about him I just can't stand, but I enjoy watching him too. It's weird.
His story of how he was made of I
yeah.
took care of a zoo, and a part of the accelerator blew.
Yeah.
The explosion blew up in all the cages. I had to pull a snake off a kid. Then the dark matter hit me,
and then a
snake went in my head.
So did the snake have meta too?
I don't know.
Like, is it that snake in his head? Or did he make a new snake because he was holding a snake?
I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. Like, you know how in Canary, she was screaming and then she got screaming powers?
But are they now one being? Or was it 2 things that have formed one meta? Or does he just have a snake? I mean, it doesn't look like a snake. It looks like, it doesn't have eyes and shit, right?
It looks like a trimmer.
It looks like a trimmer. So the snake morphed and lives in his head. Does the snake want it?
Could he have been
Does the
holding
snake consent to this?
And they were just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. It's in your head now.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of your eyeball.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
just so weird. And then standing next to Bork, he looks so small and comical.
Yeah.
And then at one point, he jumps over the 3rd rope of that boxing thing, and it just looks so weird the way he did it. I'm just like, I don't know if I can keep it. And he's like going like this when he's talking, like a snake.
I don't know. There's also
It gets to me.
Like, compared to other powers, his power seems ridiculous.
It's just so weird.
Like, you have a person who can teleport, or a person that can do this or that or whatever.
Speed of sound.
And this person just
strength.
has a snake that comes out of their eye and just hits
He is very much like Adam in Power Rangers movie.
The frog?
I'm a frog. Like, the way he says it is the way I imagine this guy, like, at a meta party being like, what do you do? I got a snake in my head. It's like, oh, it sucks, dude. Yeah. And then another point of that's like that where I'm just like, oh, I don't like that is, I like Chris Klein in a lot of things. I thought he's awesome in Wilfred. I really the guy who plays Cicada, but he ain't doing it for me in this. When he's in the costume and the voice, I think the voice works there. But there's a couple of times where he's like with the doctor and stuff. A couple episodes ago too, he had like this weird eye thing. But there's a couple of times whenever it's just him, I feel he's just so over the top. But I mean, this is
when he was looking at the newspaper.
Yeah, it just seemed over the top.
He's looking. He's like,
yeah,
speedster girl.
I don't. Yeah, I know.
And he's like, well, what is he doing?
Yeah.
A lot of times, something happens like that. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then this time it was like, what was that about?
Yeah.
We know he's still alive. He got away.
Just
what's
think
the point
about
of him looking at Vibe and excess.
I just think about okay, someone that's alone. How do they act when they're alone? I can understand wanting to be intimidating when you're with people and stuff, but like for me, I live alone. I spend a lot of time alone. When I'm at home and I'm doing stuff, I just can't imagine being by myself. I'd be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but you gotta be angry that your daughter's been killed.
Yeah, I know, but I just can't imagine. I don't know. There's something about it's over the top to me. But it's also a superhero show.
I don't know. What about Bullseye from Daredevil 2? When he was home alone and stuff like that. He's just upset, crazy, mad, doing stuff.
That seemed more real to me. And in that, the way the guy was performing,
it
seemed way more real to me.
He would destroy stuff.
Yeah,
that seems more real than just sitting and brooding.
Yeah, the scene they had of the doctor in the beginning of this, he was just very I don't know. There's something about it.
I don't need
it. It just seems. I don't know. I'm not an actor. Yeah. I don't know the process, but to me, it just seemed bad. I can only say that to be as honest as I can. But yeah, it's just one. If I compare that to Nora waking up and realizing she's paralyzed, it's just one complete 180 in terms of quality for me. Because we've also had awesome bad guys that are a little more subtle and not so just fucking evil.
What if Nora's looking at pictures of her running He
Yeah.
just starts crying and is sad versus like him looking at people who have been defeating him.
Yeah.
And he's just angry and brooding.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. There's just I get you. I mean, we're trying to find put a positive spin on it and stuff. I just when I'm watching, I rarely like to use the word cringe, but I'm kind of cringy when I watch it. So anyway, but that's what I think. I'm sure there's people out there that disagree, and I want to hear why. So maybe put down in the comments and stuff what you feel about that. But now that we got that out of the way, I don't want to feel like I'm very against this episode because there's a lot of parts I really
hated
like.
this episode.
No,
Cut out all the parts of him being fuck this episode.
No. I guess I said all the good stuff I like too. The Killer Frost stuff was also awesome. I like the back and forth conversation.
Whenever she put out the blade, like just shoot him with the other side. What are you doing? And then they fought. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, and it had utility in the story, and we got blood now and stuff like that.
Yeah, but if they would have just caught him, they didn't need the blood. They would just have him get the blood. Then
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm a really big fan of the way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does their like smaller stories within seasons, and then maybe bring them all together. I think some other shows might benefit from that because, like, the Cicada stuff just feels drawn out.
It only works if they do it well.
No, true, yeah, I get you. But I mean, if you let's say Cicada
Black
only
Lightning
lasted,
has small little story arcs.
yeah, and it ain't working for me for season 2. But like, let's imagine the Cicada stuff ultimately taking up 8 or 9 episodes, and then we move on.
Like it would have been over by the time that we got to Elseworlds.
Elseworlds, yeah, and that means that everything that they have planned for his story would have happened in those 8 episodes, so things would have been crunched down, and maybe you get rid of some opportunities where it's like, ooh, I don't like that, So I think there's a way of doing that, and it just makes the pace a little better. I don't know.
Well, even the thing too, like they could have not caught him. Like they had the big last battle there.
Sure.
He could have been gone 6-7 episodes.
Yeah.
And while they're trying to figure out what to do with him, something else happens, and there's another arc. And then maybe they tie together for like a final arc.
Like when you're going for a villain for a full season, like it's almost like Reverse Flash season 1 is like perfect because you don't know who he is. We had the man in the yellow suit with the red eyes. Then you find out, holy shit, it's Harrison Wells. And then you learn the backstory, and then you get to the confrontation. It really paces well throughout the entire season. Cicada, like we found out pretty much everything we need to know about him in the first 5 episodes of this season, and now it's kind of like, all right. Well, the fucker keeps getting away and shit, There's all these things he could have done.
It came really quick.
Yeah.
To kind of the point where I thought that maybe he won't be our big bad villain of the season. It'd be kind of like he's a villain of now and a villain later.
Like, I really thought they were going to catch him here. I don't know. And he got away. I'm like, don't get up, don't go hug. Hug later.
I thought having the DA, like, read Jones's mind and stuff like that and have an idea of what was going on.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you okay? I thought that she sensed what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're just making a plan and they're actually going to, like, set a trap for him. You get them all in one place, and then you do whatever.
It's one of those things where, like, you're expecting a second level to what you're seeing, and then when you realize it's not there, like, oh, okay, well, everything I was seeing, you think a waste of time.
Yeah.
I get you.
Everything I figured was going to happen has happened.
Yeah.
When I was hoping that they were going to be like, you're expecting this to happen, but actually there's something else happening, and if you would have been paying attention, you'd have noticed.
Sure.
We're doing this. There was a convoy, but that was a distraction.
Yeah.
The helicopter was the way they were getting people out.
And then Cicada figured it out,
Yeah,
or
just.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Or maybe like, the FBI could have been like, we'll help them, but they had to have power dampening things around, and that's why the Flash can't move them, or something like that. Maybe you could have gone that route. I don't know. So that's what I think. You got any other stuff?
Did you recognize Jones?
No.
Do you remember back whenever I'm quite certain when they had the company softball match, he was the one that was carrying the bomb onto the field. That's why he's so upset about being controlled by a meta.
With Spin Zone Girl.
Yeah, I believe so. So.
No, okay, I remember.
Once I kind of realized who he was, I'm like, okay, well, at least then too, because at first I'm like, man, this cop just fucking turning on everybody. But then they kind of talked about, he has to have been this guy, and I think I'm placing his face at the same person too.
Yeah, no, you're right. Whenever they said like, they're talking about the Spin Zone, like, that person, like, they use that meta tech on you to do something that you would never do. I was like, okay, I remember something like that, but I couldn't remember what it was. But you're right.
So he was baseball. Yeah, because that was the first time I was thinking like, cop. When was a cop? And it was because of that. So.
Yep.
Was it Nora that saved him? I think. Right, threw it up in the air.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. It was a tie-in back because I kept trying to place.
No, that was good.
All these different like.
The meta
villains and stuff
metas,
too, like the Sasha, was that her name? Mm-hmm. The teleporter person.
Yeah, Peekaboo.
But no, so
Okay.
I wrote that down. Zoo, police arrest record. No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, maybe we'll check out and see what people are saying on Twitter. So if you got a question, a comment, observation about the show, and you guys want us to talk about it, we can do that. We have a system in place. You go to twitter.com/blindwave. Actually, just go to Twitter. Send a tweet to us at blindwaveprod and hashtag #FlashQNA. And we do that. So let's do that.
So they filmed the Gotham stuff in Chicago, huh?
So they definitely did do that. Okay.
Oh, Sean said, this is like a day ago, but Barry was in the pipeline because he was still filming Gotham parts for Elseworlds in Chicago while the rest of the cast was in Vancouver.
Interesting. Now, I definitely recognize Chicago in some of the establishing shots, but I didn't know about the actual like filming locations. That's cool. Sweet.
Yeah, because I think we talked about like, were they in Canada filming this?
Yeah.
What, this looks like shots from Dark Knight, you know?
Like where they filmed Gotham then.
Jeffrey says, does Sherlock Wells know too much? No, he doesn't know enough.
Yeah, I'm into his storyline, how that's going to go. I just hope that it's not one of those things where he gets isolated and, Reverse Flash fucks him over and no one knows what happened. Or Reverse Flash takes his place, and that's why they look alike. I don't know, something like that.
So, like, Sherlock goes to the future, and they swap places.
Yeah,
somehow.
so he puts Sherlock in the thing, in the cell, and he goes with him, and no one knows, and now Reverse Flash has to act like a French dude. Okay, I'm calling it. If that works, if that happens.
That's all you've been wanting. You've been wanting Sherlock to be Harry.
Yeah, but I was if I'm wrong if what I'm saying here is correct. Because I was thinking Sherlock was Reverse Flash.
Yes.
But this would be a switcheroo. The old switcheroo.
I mean, that has more bearing, I think, that way because of him being like, you're taking me to the future.
Yeah. So I renounce my old ways, and this is my new theory. That'll happen.
All right. Allison says, do you think Barry's rage is justified for what was done to Nora? And what would you do if you were in Barry's position? If someone hurt your child?
Yeah.
And what would you do?
Whenever it comes to these kind of things, I understand why superheroes have this, like, no, we don't kill, we don't do those things. And it's probably why the police and stuff are so cool with the Flash. Because they weren't cool with the Arrow for a long time. Because he was
killing people that he felt was bad. But he was making the decision of who was bad versus, like, I'm going to capture them, take them to the police, then you serve justice for their crimes, you know?
Because I don't have children, I have to kind of relate it like, what if it was like my nieces or nephews or something like that. Yeah, I don't think I'd have the restraint. I'd probably just fucking kill that dude.
There was something
I'd bring an Uzi.
Yeah. Like Punisher style. Like, like I killed your family, you're just like, fucking gonna get him.
Yeah.
I'm dead or they're dead.
Yeah. Barry Allen is a better man than I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was like, fucking kill him.
Yep.
No.
Kill him.
And then like him and Cecile talking, it's like, no, don't let him.
It's like, dude, I'm sorry about your daughter, but you just punched this lady's back out. Fuck you.
Well, and killed Bork, and killed someone else, and slashed someone's tummy.
Yep. Kill him.
Can you imagine if they slashed your tummy?
Be a big knife.
Your tum, what?
They had to slash deep to affect me.
The real Barry Allen says, do you think that Captain knows Cecile has powers?
They did kind of have a little thing in there where it was like, it's like you're mind reading. I don't know if he's making like a, like a play, like trying to judge her, or is it just one of the, because the captain is ignorant to a lot of things.
He doesn't know about Barry Allen.
No. He did at one point, and they erased his memory during the wedding, right?
Mm-hmm. Greg says, no question, just saying the show's so good right now. There is mystery, intrigue, and I'm just in love. I haven't felt this way since season 2.
Oh, well, good. I mean, I'm glad you feel that way. I had some problems this episode, but I also really enjoyed other parts, too. I'm not going to be one of those guys like, no, I don't like it, so you better not like it.
So you think he's a fool? Is that what you said?
No, that's not what I said. I think he's a better fan than I am.
He is.
Yep.
I agree. He is. Maybe even a bigger fan.
He should get a YouTube channel. Just start your YouTube channel. I'll watch it. Sub for sub.
Austin B says, for a second, I believe Singh was Cicada's inside man. Also, wouldn't the metahuman cure not work with Caitlin and Killer Frost because the power wasn't made with dark matter, which is why the dagger can't affect them? They're looking at a meta cure to do something with the meta gene.
Yeah.
So they wanted a meta gene without dark matter.
So
it may be affecting the meta gene itself, which Caitlyn still made using a meta gene, but she isn't a meta because of dark matter affecting the meta
so
gene.
there's different causes as to why it happened, and that affects the dagger thing differently, but the cure could cure both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would imagine it attacks the meta gene in some way.
Yeah.
Regardless of dark matter energy. Whereas Cicada just removes the dark matter energy, and now they don't have powers.
Sure.
Tyler Jackson, the doctor.
Sorry.
What?
Well, I was thinking, like, for those that watch My Hero Academia, Eraserhead can remove quirks by looking at people, but he can't remove inherent "this is your body" quirks. You know, that's why he couldn't affect Nomu, and like he couldn't he couldn't look at Tailman, his tail would go away. You know, he'd still have his tail. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of similar to that, I think, in terms of the dagger and like Killer
What if he
Frost.
looked at All Might?
Jesus.
That was weird.
You ate. I skipped breakfast.
I did. I'm getting hungry.
If he looked at All Might, yeah, it would remove his power. Because he's looked at Deku and it removed his.
But would he go?
Probably. Yeah, he uses the power to buff up to his normal form.
Can I go to the next question now?
Yep.
Tyler Jackson / the Doctor / TD5. I don't know. It's ...
Okay.
Do you guys think that one day Barry will actually kill a villain, and it'll have serious consequences for him?
I mean, they've killed people before. Not necessarily on purpose.
He killed
Atom Smasher.
Yeah. They killed Zoom.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of.
Well, the Speed Force kind of killed Zoom, I guess.
Killed the Thinker.
Yeah. Well.
They killed Barry.
Iris killed Savitar.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's why I said Barry.
Yep.
They killed Atom Smasher. They killed Eddie.
Yes, those people are dead. I think it could be a storyline, but I understand his moral compass.
How is the evil Dawn in the future? Old one.
You're right. You're in there.
I don't understand. He should not exist. Eddie's still gone. Bring Eddie back in the show.
Yeah, but Eobard has been traveling through the timeline, so whenever that was all squashed, there were still pieces left over.
Yeah, but he should have been caught up by now.
Nope.
Black Flash should have
Nope. He ran.
Is that what he does? Black Flash eats people, right? That's what I imagine. Imagine he catches them and eats them.
Maybe. It'd be terrifying. A Flash zombie. Can you imagine if there's a zombie apocalypse, but instead of them all being really slow, they are the Flash? The world will be over in 5 minutes.
But I'm afraid of rage zombies.
Yeah.
Let alone that. Chief Chill says, quickly, turn back into Caitlyn so she can tell us that this woman has been stabbed and needs to go to the hospital.
She didn't really do much, did she?
I thought it was kind of weird.
Nora could ran her to the hospital in a second and been back. Yeah, I guess. Yep. I mean, at the very least, it's a thing that I can buy, and that's why she's not fighting, you know? But Ralph was sitting there with that gun, looking at him oh shit, he's escaping. Oh shit, oh! You know?
Just get ready.
Yeah. I mean, they could have had Ralph, we need you to make a bandage out of your arm. You know?
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Bandage out of your arm.
I don't know, I was trying to think of something you could do.
Something?
Yeah.
They use him and Nora to slingshot the girl to the hospital.
That'd be good.
Ash Whale says, would you like to see Killer Frost get her superhero suit back? She's been wearing a black jacket and gloves ever since she came back. How do you feel about her not wearing it?
I mean, it looks like you can put it on a lot quicker than her old suit, which I like her old suit, but that's just me.
Yeah, I like it.
It's more like a
I like what she
suit.
wears.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
Chief Chill says, man, Nora got zoomed.
Yep.
Chief Chill, so Novark touches a snake. It gave him a snake in his head and a fake eyeball.
Yeah.
I would have preferred snake arms. And then there's just this snake arm. Snake arms. I don't know what that is.
Like snake arms all the time, or your hands turn into snakes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Why do you say Iris called you guys out?
Careful with your little monocle. I'm gonna take notes like everyone else.
That's us. Learn to take notes like everyone else. We take notes.
Okay.
That's why. It's a compliment. Thank you, Iris.
Note taking! That's our superpower.
You know, I could feel my irrational bias to Iris sometimes, like kind of swell. I'm like, why are you going after him like this and shit like that? And then she noticed that he was recording. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, I was a fool.
Fucking Iris doing this shit? No.
I'm like, come on, Iris. I know you love her, but don't do it.
She caught him.
Okay. I was like, all right, you got me. I should have taken a note about that.
Timer Muggo says, what are your thoughts on Cicada? Personally, I'm not a big fan so far. I understand and sympathize with him to an extent, but I'm not feeling Chris Klein's performance. He's just too one-note angry all the time. I personally liked him best in the origin flashbacks.
I gotta agree. Though I do like the power base. I like the idea of a meta killer and all that stuff. But yeah, he just seems a little over the top to me in terms of like subtlety, i.e. the lack of none. Yeah, or the lack of it, I should say. Not lack
What's
of
IE
none.
mean?
Huh?
What's IE mean?
Like for example, but
What?
I don't know why.
Why
it's
isn't that
IE.
FE?
It's taken. Fair enough.
So why can't you just say example? Why is it IE? You
I
don't
don't
know? You just say IE. You
I'll
don't
look
know
it up.
why.
I'll look it up
you
right
don't
now.
know why you say IE?
I don't know why.
Like internet example. You could have said that or something. Anything. But you have no reason. You just say it. You're like a hipster.
I don't get it. Like there's IE, there's EG. They're both abbreviations of Latin expression, meaning that is. So the cough may last for a short period of time. That is 3 to 5 days. So
Or-
that is.
Or you could say IE.
Or IE.
Okay.
Doesn't save much time. You can write it.
You could just say that is.
You could. I don't know. It's just a thing.
Okay.
I pick stuff up sometimes when I occasionally read.
Dr. Winchester, would you want powers if they gave you a separate personality? Like Snow and Frost.
Depends on the personality.
Remember before when it was evil, now it's not?
Yeah, but there's different kinds of evil. Like Killer Frost was evil, yeah, but like, what if you were just like a fucking racist? You know, like a really bad like Nazi.
It's like you don't even have powers. You just,
Yeah, you just develop like this like guy that fucking hates everybody but white people. How about that? That'd be terrible. I wouldn't want that at all. I'd rather have a Killer Frost who kills people but doesn't hate them.
What would be worse is if you were like, if you weren't white and you developed an alternate personality that hates everybody but white people.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Like Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah, but that was just him.
I know. So yeah, I'd have to meet the person first before. I
You
guess.
don't get to meet him. That's not how it works. Dobby says, this episode and the last one convinced me that Team Flash is doing their best to not catch Cicada. Every time he escapes, it's because our heroes are taking it too easy.
Yeah.
How many episodes do you think before we capture him? I say 2.
I don't know. I really don't know because I can't.
Well, in this
It's hard
episode,
to judge because sometimes they just do shit. I don't understand why they're doing it.
in this episode, I feel like we won't see Cicada for the next 2 episodes.
Maybe.
Because they had the line from Sherlock where it was like, I think Killer Frost and Flash have scared him. We won't be seeing
Yeah.
him anytime soon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, for the next 2 episodes, it's going to be Freak of the Week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Short Car says, can we talk about how Ralph just straight up shot Cicada with a gun? And it worked! Let's just shoot him from now on.
Yeah, make an Uzi version of that thing. It doesn't like kill you.
What's
like,
with you and Uzis?
I don't know. We watched Punisher yesterday, and he's just like, I loved it so much. Those people's chests exploded. I'm like, man, that's effective.
A lot of people are, I guess, confused about Killer Frost can't be affected by Cicada, but the cure will work on her.
Yeah.
But no, it's a matter of the meta gene. They said about it in the earlier part of the episode. So, Short Car, and I think there was maybe like a Charles or something like that. Like,
Okay.
The main thing with that, from what I gathered from this, was that she needed to isolate the meta gene to find a cure for meta humans. Doesn't have to do with dark matter. Doesn't have to do with like what happened with Killer Frost and how she became a meta human. It's about the meta gene itself, and she needed it like someone more recently that had been.
Yeah.
So some people will like their meta gene may be too tightly, too tightly maybe engulfed with dark matter.
Bonded.
Yeah, bonded with dark matter. So
Okay.
it's an isolating, and you can't just go like, well, look, Iris, let me see your meta gene. Like she probably doesn't have meta gene. You know,
Yeah.
you can't just take you can't just find a meta gene if you don't know anyone that has powers.
Well, I can definitely see and agree why people might find it confusing though. Like, because if we weren't talking about it, I'd probably be like, "What's going on with that?" Nah.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I don't think. I think it works. I don't think there's like a. It doesn't make any sense. There's some information in there and stuff. So I think we're good. Plutonic says, "Can you explain why they needed a roadblock for a helicopter?"
So no one gets close to the abandoned factory. I don't know.
Harmon says 5 seasons of Flash, but was Peekaboo failing to push a button the dumbest thing you've seen a person do in this show?
What'd she do?
Like she had the breach button thing.
Oh. Well, it's weird technology. She was kind of fucking it up.
Like, take this, push the button, jump through the portal.
Yeah.
I'll cover.
Fucking, where's the button? Where's the button? I don't see the button. Oh.
Give me this.
When you really think about it, like, she was doing this for a long time.
It kind of was, yeah.
Shit.
Half Grod Half Shark says, I like the parallels of the second episode of Nora shouting Dad. It stopped Cicada from killing Barry in this one, where she did the same thing but stopped Barry from killing Cicada.
Ooh, that's a good point. I like that.
Oh, Kitty says, do you think Nora did anything after she was asked to be left alone that maybe made her heal faster? Because she was like, nothing had happened, no progress, and then she was fine, like, not long after being asked to left alone.
What could she have done? She wasn't going anywhere. She ain't running.
I don't know. Maybe she has like a secret little,
like a time hole?
Like a secret time wallet.
Time phone?
Like different than like a prison wallet.
I didn't consider it. It'd be interesting if that pops up.
Carlos, do you think we'll see Sherlock confront Eobard?
Yeah, and I think they'll switch places. Nobody will know except us. And then we'll get another season 1 thing where it's like really the Reverse Flash wearing Harrison Wells' face again.
Yes, that'd be good. I guess it'd be cool.
You know,
I don't know what they're doing with that.
You know, it'd be cool. Or the thing I had last time where it's a younger version of Reverse Flash kills the old Reverse Flash who redeemed himself because he's sick of his redemption.
No. Carlos, I really like Ralph this season. He's been feeling more like a hero. He fits in well with the team, and he also helps them with motivation and reassurance instead of only joking around, which I don't mind, but sometimes it was a bit much last season. I love Ralph. I'm so glad. I was so worried they were going to kill him off at the end of last season.
He can have such great chemistry with everybody because, like, with the people that are metas, he has the meta thing where he can relate, so he can relate with Flash and stuff. You know, kind of a fish out of water thing. He can do that with Iris and the people that don't have powers. With Sherlock, he has the detective thing, you know. Cisco, he has pop culture references.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of has good chemistry with everybody.
Yeah.
I like him.
Amy Adams' side chick says, wants to know what we think about Killer Frost. They said, I like seeing Frost's perspective. This is the first time we've had her on screen for more than 20 seconds, but it felt like the same combo over and over again, like Cure plot last episode. Deciding not to force it on anyone could have took place in one combo.
Yeah. No, I liked it too. I like the friendship and discovery of how much they can each care for each other. That's been cool. I mean, granted, it's been happening a bit, but I'd rather that happen over and over again than them just fucking looking the other way and getting, you know, in the middle of a fight and people getting away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like this from Dip. Dip says, do you guys think that Cicada is never caught in the future because he becomes good at the end after his daughter wakes up, and therefore Team Flash just lets him go so that he can be with his daughter? I don't know how it works now in the future because the past one was like a terrorist dude, right? Like he had bombs and stuff, and it wasn't even. This one's a different one.
Yeah.
But I like that theory of like.
That's why he gets away and never gets caught. Yeah, it's interesting.
Like Cicada was one of the worst villains, but he was never captured. Like, why was he never captured? Well, we caught him and we let him go to be with his family, and he's been good ever since.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it.
Jacob just says, I love Rage Barry. Better watch out, motherfuckers.
Rage Barry is pretty cool.
Jeffrey says that Peekaboo was on the web series with Cisco. Was there a web series?
Wasn't there like a cartoon, Cisco's Chronicles or something that we never watched?
I don't remember.
But we saw Peekaboo in a couple seasons now back as a meta. I feel like we've seen her twice now, and this is the third time she's appeared.
Definitely seen her at least once.
Yeah.
Jacob Young, I don't think this is how it would happen, but he says, do you think that if Caitlyn took the cure, Since she wasn't created from dark matter, it would split her and Killer Frost into two separate people.
Like Kami and Piccolo. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool to have both of them.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like both. The only thing I find kind of annoying, I get the voice change kind of for Caitlyn. I just don't like the echo thing, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what it is. I like it. It's cool.
The echo?
Yeah.
They're like, hello, Flash.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I
just
mean?
like her insides are cold and hard, and it creates echoes in her throat.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I'm thinking about her. I don't think her insides change. I'm thinking about like how much her insides would change.
Oh, okay.
And her throat.
You were going like, now I'm thinking about her.
What?
I was like, no, you don't. Don't think about that. We need a poll for this episode, Aaron.
Do you think that Sherlock will go to the future and confront Thawne?
Ooh. Yeah? Okay, I like that.
Does that work?
Yeah, I say yes, and they'll do a Freaky Friday change or just straight up just switch places.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think Sherlock will go to the future after the confrontation that they had, but I think he will come closer to the answers. There will be no Freaky Friday change.
Man. Well, that's what we think. We want to hear what you think. And
We'll just leave yes or no, and you guys can leave in the comments what you think.
Yes. Comments are good. We talk about them next time, which is next week. Bye-bye. Hit the button. Hit the button. Just hit the button. Peekaboo, just hit the button. Just... Ah! Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of The Flash. If you want to see more Flash reactions, you just have to subscribe, and there's buttons. Are you looking at buttons?
I'm trying to find where to see more Flash.
Oh.
Fucking Bebo!